Good day, friends. Florida Explorer here with y'all again today for another exciting adventure. Today we are, I guess we're in the Weeki Wachee area. We are just east of the sawmill located in the town of Centralia. Today we're hunting for better history and more facts. So come on and let's check it out. You already know, friends. Paint truck. Alright, friends, so a little bit more information on this property that we're on here. The property that we're visiting today is private property, but we do have permission from the landowner to be here. There's a little over 148 acres. It's separated into 3 different parcels. Some of it is zoned C1 commercial, and the other parts are divided into single-family, multi-family, residential. But we're not here to find out the history about who owns the property and all that zoning business. We are actually here today hoping to find some old relics, parts of left, buildings and stuff like that, on the hunt for the actual town site of Centralia. Now heading this way into the woods. Not even in the woods yet, and you critters running around, But the way that we're headed right now, we're heading west towards 19. Excuse me, friends. Yikes. Well, that's obviously not very old. Florida Explorer. Ouch. Golly, that thing just stabbed me right in the neck. That tickled. so far, friends, all I've got is exercise. Hoping that we come across some interesting stuff. Looks like we got another trail here. And from what I've learned is really most of the stuff that there is to find is not along a trail. Or I should say it's not right, right on the trail, where you just walk up on the trail and see it. Got to be very careful for alligators right now, friends. Got to be very careful for alligators. And water moccasins. But somebody's definitely been doing some mud daubering out here in this business. I wouldn't mind bringing the paint truck down here and sloshing through there real quick. That'd be pretty fun. What do you think about that right there, friends? That's been there for a minute. Oh, I see. People shooting at it. That's lovely. And I don't have my orange hat on. Nice. Everything else I got is orange, so hopefully there will be no accidents today, friends. I like finding those, but wait a minute, there's one. Blackberry. Those are so good. So you tell me, friends, what do you think? Do you think that, yeah, get off me, bugs. You think that that lake is natural or man-made? I'm not really sure. Nice. Hello? Oh, that's a bird, I think. I don't know. Looking for signs of critters while we're walking. That looks like that was cut. That might be from the old fence post.
Providence paintball.
Well, that's 19 right there, friends. Let's get a little bit closer to 19. Because honestly, friends, I haven't seen anything. People coming out here and dumping all their trash, though, that's for sure. Hello. So, pretty much almost directly across right there is where the sawmill is, on the west side of 19. One of my reasons for wanting to hunt over here for, you know, signs of buildings or the land being used is because you have US 19 that runs north-south, and then you have Centralia Road that runs east-west. So I'm assuming that south of Centralia Road would be where the actual city was, or the town rather, because that's how it's designated on maps. Normally you label, and then whatever is underneath that label is what it says, because they do have a section of property that is on the west side of US 19 and just north of Centralia Road that's open to the public, but I just don't know if that area was used for the town or not. If you watched my last video, Centralia the Lie, you'll see that we did find a couple of artifacts. We found a piece for a sawhorse, we found some blocks and some concrete, but you know, nothing really too rock solid to support that there was an established town there at the site. No, you know, no big structures like the pylons for the sawmill. Why is there a hole in the ground right there? Okay, that's really weird. Because if it was a turtle, it would just have one route straight into the ground. But it looks like it was dug down, and then they went and dug out and down. I don't know. But if it's from an animal, I don't want to cave it in on them, so we'll let it be. Whoa! Whoa! Yes, sir. All right, I see you, spider. Yes, Venom. Excuse me, friends. Oh, there we go. There's some spots where some hogs been digging for roots, so that we know we do have hogs present in the vicinity here. And what we're going to do, friends, is we're going to link back up with this road where we came in on, head west for a minute, and then go back south. Does that come into the woods? Nah. I just want to try to find a route to head back south into the woods, and then we'll kind of, when we come back heading towards the paint truck, heading northwest, we'll kind of try to zigzag a little bit to see what we can find. I wonder if instead of going south, I think I should go north. Because that would be more in line with where the historical town markers are. I've found in the different places that I've been to, a lot of the times they will put the sign or the historic marker pretty close to the vicinity of whatever that marker is there to represent, even if the marker's on the side of the road. You know, where that marker is for the sawmill of Centralia, you go straight back from that sign and you're going to hit the sawmill. Yes, I'm telling you where the sawmill is, friends, and please don't go out there and do anything dumb. There are several things that you just do not do when you're visiting a historical place. One, you never take anything. Two, you never bring anything there and introduce it into that ecosystem. Those are the two major things that you do not do when you're exploring. Now, something that I've done is, especially when I'm over at Centralia, because there's still lots and lots of artifacts over there left. If I'm in the vicinity of the sawmill and I find something, I will take those artifacts and I will put them on the concrete pylons that were the foundation of the mill, and I'll just set them there so that other people that come out exploring that might not have seen them or just walked over them, well, you can't miss those big concrete pylons. So you at least, you'll get to see something. And I've found some pretty cool things over there in Centralia. Glass bottles. That's real skinny glass bottles, and about as wide as a Zippo. I'm not sure exactly what company it was. The bottom of the glass said "and company," so there was a lot of those back then. I think the neatest thing that I found over there at the sawmill was I guess it was like a kettle for heating up tea or coffee on the stove. That was really cool. But now my first find ever at Centralia was the big metal axle for a train. That was the first thing I ever found at Centralia. Boy, was I happy when I found But I'm not finding anything out here, friends. This is odd. I would have thought that I would have found something. Whoa, I did. I found a mixed spider. It just seems to me that areas like this, because of how small the trees are in this area, makes me think that at one point in time this possibly was cleared. As you can hear, friends, we're definitely close to 19 again. Man, this ground is so squishy because these leaves have just been laying here collecting. I'm probably walking on like 4 or 5 inches worth of leaves. Okay, well, that's Centralia Road, and that way is 19. So, we are at the northwest corner of the property at Commercial Way and Centralia Road right now at this point. And right now, friends, I'm still lacking. There's another place where a hog was digging. But we're still lacking for finding some building remnants. Well, praise Jesus. Getting some good exercise. Thanks. And, you know, hanging out with my spider friends. Yeah, that's funny. I use spider paintball guns at my paintball field. And as you can see by the formation of these trees here, friends, these are all regrowth. I'll tell you one thing though now, if I was in charge of these regrowth projects, sorry, not sorry, but that's not natural, so I would not put them in straight lines. I mean, I know even when I look at these places from the fake satellite pictures, you can just see how just fake it looks. I mean, they're real trees, but they're in that it looks fake pattern. I will be honest with you though, friends. The one thing that I would really like to find is the cemetery for this town. I really want to find the cemetery for this town. because I know there is one. But where is the question? Oh, how nice. All right, friends, bear with me for 1 second while I set down the camera and tie my shoe. Okay, all right. Sorry about that, friends. These daggone straight post trees, man, come on. Well, you know what, though? Since this is all new, I doubt there's anything to find in here. Because when they came and put these trees in, if there had been a cemetery here, I would have hoped they would have said something. Who knows? But apparently this property was bought in 1980 and has not been used since. There was a master plan written for this property for a subdivision, but for reasons unknown, it never happened. And the whole thing is I really don't want to get too close to the back of these people's houses back here that I rode past when I came in, just for their privacy. I'm sure that they don't want their house on YouTube. Now, there is one old-timer that I spoke with that said there was, an African-American cemetery located out here. He told me where, but I'm not going to share that information with you, friends. I apologize. I don't feel comfortable sharing that. Yeah. Let's move forward, friends. Making sure that I watch my footsteps, because you know those slithering things out here. I mean, there's definitely some trails through this place being used for recreational activities, just like four-wheelers and stuff like that, which is always fun. I love four-wheeling. Spider, how you doing? How you doing? Duh. Huh. Cool. Let's see. Let's see if it's a short groove. No. No. right past over those. Thank you very much. So, I don't know, this thought just popped in my head, friends, about this this pond that's up here. Uh-oh. Let's see. You don't have any black ones on there yet. I'm just thinking maybe that when they created the master plan for the property back in 1980 when it was first purchased, that maybe that was what they had started with, was putting in retention ponds. Because if you go up to places like Ocala and the outskirts of Ocala, Florida, there's just roads after roads after roads after roads with ditches, but no houses. But they do have blackberry fields out there. Because I remember when I was younger, we would go up to the river with my grandparents, and my grandfather had this World War II Army Jeep, and we'd all load up in the Jeep, me and my sister, my mom, my dad. We would ride right up into the middle of the blackberry patch and just pick blackberries right from the seats in the Jeep. Those were the days, my friends, of no worries. You can see that's the pond where we first came in at there. Doesn't look like it's too deep, but it's definitely a mud bog. I've seen some concrete that looked like it might have been from some foundations right there next to the paint truck when I was parking. But, you know, I just, I don't want to make a call on that. I really don't think that the common folk were using concrete. Now, of course, the people that ran the sawmill and stuff like that, of course, they had concrete. I'm sure that sawmill across the street over there was one of the country's Fortune 500 companies at one point in time, if there was even Fortune 500 back then. And you can see this was the trail that we came in on. Heading northeast on this trail now. Oh man. That's odd. I wonder what that is. Are those like, what is that? Are those ant eggs or something? I don't see it anywhere else. Oh, there's some more. I don't know. I don't think anybody's coming out here into this property with Amdro to kill ants, though. I'll tell you that much. Get out of here, you buzzers. Come on, man. Leave me alone. Go away. Well, we're coming back up here to the first pit. Let's walk this way back towards Centralia Road and see if we might be able to find anything back here. Somebody cut that down. But see, this is in the new growth right here. Well, I don't know if we're going to get lucky or not today, friends. We can still praise Jesus for our good health, though. I don't know about y'all, friends, but ouch. That, to me, looks like it was level out on purpose. I mean, it's definitely not level now, but I mean, that's the closest thing I've seen right there to you know, to what a homestead site would look like. It's still interesting, though. Let's see if there's anything else back over here towards the other pit. Uh-oh. Paint truck. Yeah. Providence is outdoor paintball. Let them drop. Actually, you know what, friends? We didn't come in this way. We came in over there. Looks like refrigerator pieces. Those definitely is not new. Yikes. Yeah, I would definitely say that someone's been here within the last few days. I'm just not seeing anything that how do you say it, that contrast the landscape. When I'm always out at these places, I'm looking for colors that will stand out against the surrounding environment. And I'm also looking for things like sharp angles, sharp right angles, you know, smooth. Nature can't replicate that. Get away from me, flyers. That lake back there isn't man-made. This would definitely be a nice area for a couple of homesteads to be. But if there was, they packed out and shipped out with everything. You ain't traveling on me today, Tick. Yeah, I don't know, man. The more I think about it, I don't think this lake is natural. I think that this was more or less a retention pond that was built for the property. Because the embankments are not natural. That's not natural. Someone was taking shooting lessons. Looks like a little 22. Or a little pow pow. Oh no, that's a pop pop, not a pow pow. Oh. There you go. Pow pow. And that's not old. That's definitely not old. You can tell by the way that the manufacturing. That was still cool. Okay, so we found a used bullet, friends. Is that good for 46 minutes and 35 seconds worth of video? And that trail right there leads back out to Centralia Road. What's this stuff over here? Oh, it's just garbage. Oh, wait a minute. This is not just garbage. What is that? We're gonna need to take a closer look at that, friends. Oh, holy cow, that's a lot of fucking... Ooh, I'm so sorry, friends. Please excuse my language. That is a lot of barbed wire. Oh, okay, it was just a plastic jug. Man, this is still good. I don't know what they put it out here for. That's kind of dumb. Looks like that could be old for construction, but like those roof tiles right there, that's not old. That actually could be something right there, but yeah, I hate to say it, friends, but it looks like this spot out here is just a dumping grounds for people's trash. I hate to see that crap, man. No respect. No common sense. That's new. That's one thing I really haven't seen in these old establishments is cinder blocks. But there is a lot of trash trash out here, and I don't want to point the camera that way because of the people that are living over here. Now, this what in the world is that? Oh, that's a shotgun shell. That's the primer, as a matter of fact. I don't know if you can hear it or not, friends, but the people that have property right here, their dog's going ape crazy. So a couple more good shots. Call it a day, friends. There's that concrete that I was talking about. And there's some more a little bit past the paint truck. But I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this one, friends. Alrighty, friends, this has been another great adventure out here in the Weeki Wachee area on 144 acres exploring. I hope you guys enjoyed. Everybody have a blessed day today.